Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Tonight, the second of two on this wild card Saturday. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Mike Tirico, Greg Oates are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go here in New Orleans.
So run it down. The sun is out. So run it down. So run it down. I'm the run it down. I'm all about. I'm my people there. Oh, what I love.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He finds Devontae Smith. He's taken down just shy of midfield. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Post defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. Well, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They'll throw on 4th down with Hurts. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Here we go, set, cut.
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6.
50, green.
He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ready. Black, ready.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got the hook up there to Ogunze. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Let's set.
Once again, it's Etienne. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, New Orleans.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 6. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
6 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one caught by Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. Good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll find his man, Nicole Hardman. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
First down.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Once again, it's Barkley. And the Eagles are going to be set up first and goal. Good running takes them down to about the 4.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Saquon is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
That ties the game.
We are through 1 here on Wild Card Weekend. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. More from New Orleans after this.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
We're on time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
We go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Let's go. Check down.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. Not much happening there, just a short gain. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round.
Here we go. Right, white, ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. Rolling right. Going for it all. That is caught! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
First down. First and 10 at
Ready.
the 19-yard line.
Set.
On the give, it's Etienne. And he will score! Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Saints.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
A second down throw for Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now it's Hurts. That one on target to Moore. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
That's good for Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. A run with Barkley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
That's caught. It's Will Shipley. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
Now Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
16-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
Inside the 10, it is caught. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Saints have got it.
Okay, right? Come on, set! Ready!
The drive begins with a carry from Etienne.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Yellow, 43. Set.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Hurts now. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple. They face 2nd down and 7. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Here's your timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. Now a signal, timeout called, 9 seconds left to play in this first half. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. Oh, big hole, left side. And do you believe it? He's going to return the missed field goal all the way for a kick 6. 104 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans.
The kicker on
Bates now for the extra point. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Set button. Ready?
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
43-yard line.
Ready up. Ready.
Here's Etienne. He'll push forward for about a yard. That's God Campbell getting in there to make the play.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 41, here's second and 8.
Set. Ready. Ready.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. There to make the stop, the all-pro T.J. Watt.
9-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 6.
Let's go. 52 bull.
Back to throw. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
In a fourth down.
Bates' kick is good. And the Saints have run out to a 24-7 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. So, from 37, here's second and 8. Now Hurts going to run this one himself.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On third down, here's Hurts. He looks middle, and he's got his man complete. 18 yards on the connection. Good for an Eagles first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down. On the handoff, this is Barkley. Good running inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hurts to throw. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Eagles.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the two-point conversion. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saints on the play. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we set.
On the handoff, it's Etienne. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You can tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Slide 2. Set, hut. White, white, black, now, hut.
They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the Saints 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Etienne. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
60 red, 6, mega.
Motion, motion, motion.
Hut, hut.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 3rd and 2.
Set.
He'll look to throw. Out to his right. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Okay, right. Smash, red. Let's go now. Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. Here's Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Hey, Silver. Yeti. Carla, 63.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult to defensively, it'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
To the sideline, he's got it. The official says yes, the feet are in, and they convert on 4th down. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To the air again. Hurts. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Again, Hurts. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. 3rd and long for Hurts. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. He's trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
43-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
10-10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Etienne. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. 1 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Come on, set. Ready.
That is caught outright on the RPO. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Taken down.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact, for that matter.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. That tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Ready.
ETN ahead out of the pistol. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round.
Ready. Ready.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down.
Ready. Set. Go.
They'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an